peaceful student-led demonstration is part of the larger movement for Palestinian liberation. We are also here to demand that Columbia University divest, disclose, and provide amnesty for all students and faculty who have faced disciplinary action or been fired from the university for participating in pro-Palestinian protests. Until these demands are met, we do not have any plans of leaving. We continue to support our comrades building encampments at schools across the country. Stay strong and remember that we are all here for Palestinian liberation and to put an end to our respective universities' complicity in the Palestinian genocide. Today marks 1 week since our first encampment on the South Lawn, which was brutally dismantled by NYPD at the direction of Columbia University after approximately 34 hours. Our demands are the same. News that the university threatened to call the NYPD and the National Guard on peaceful protesters began to circulate late last night on social media. Shortly after, last night, University President Manu Shafiq sent an email to the Columbia community announcing a midnight deadline for negotiations, writing that she will have to consider alternative options for clearing the West Lawn, and if the negotiations aren't successful, the university is negotiating in bad faith. This morning, Columbia University issued a written commitment to engage in further negotiations for at least 48 hours. This is a win for us. Our negotiation team has committed not to participate in a bargaining process so long as the university attempts to extract concessions by police or military force. After forcing students, the majority of whom are Palestinian, Black, Brown, and Jewish students, from marginalized backgrounds to wait in the cold overnight to find out if they would be attacked and arrested by the NYPD or National Guard, early this morning we won the concession that the university will not call law enforcement on our peaceful protests. Negotiations are now able to proceed, although on unstable ground. While we have received written assurances that our encampment will continue, the university continues to make threats in its attempt to stifle students' political speech. It should alarm everyone that a university that has claimed for years to respect and uphold freedom of speech and protest, a democratic principle this country loves and defends, has abandoned that norm and seeks to use police and military violence to crush our peaceful demonstration. These threats are deplorable and antithetical to the principle of good faith negotiations. Columbia University has once again cemented itself in history as a repressive institution that serves politicians and donors before anyone else. We expect the university to stop its fear-mongering tactics and join our student negotiators in good faith. We want to thank students who showed up peacefully late last night and early this morning for their continued support and for sacrificing their physical and mental well-being in the face of police and military threats. The history of this country and our world has shown us that young people, students, lead the charge for a more just world, and we know that we are on the right side of history. James Baldwin, civil rights activist, author, and someone that is taught here at length at Columbia University, has always said that education happens outside of the classroom and that the youth can only change society if they are allowed to critique it. And that is how we build our critical consciousness and work towards a just society.